Today I want to show you a great advanced bunker drill. Now, you know, most of the guys that come here and girls that come here can play good bunker shots, but it's a pretty standard bunker shot. In other words, it's the same one-dimensional bunker shot. Now, you know, on tour these days, they seem to be cutting that pin closer and closer to the edge of the greens. So you really need to be able to hit a higher trajectory bunker shot with more spin, so you can really stop it when you short side yourself. And you also need to be able to play the shot where you land the ball on the green and release it down to the flag. So, you know, certain conditions are going to dictate which particular shot you'll use, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that as when we get in the bunker and play the shot. Now again, you can see how I'm using our disc, or our spare hole as we call it. Now the reason why we use this is I want to put this where I want it. So if I want to practice some higher spinning shots, then I'll put it right on the edge of the green. And you know, most greenkeepers on your training area won't cut the flag where you want it. So you don't want to be dictated to. You want to have a spare hole, use a tee or whatever you like, and set up your own particular target there. Now I've got a radius of about 6 feet or 2 meters from my target and my target zone, my spare hole there. So, you know, we know the tour average for bunker shots is around about 9 feet, so, you know, working on this 6 foot raises the bar a little bit, but that's good, you know, that's going to increase the intensity. Now, you know, when you play these shots, you want to, again, have a total distance, so it's very similar to our chipping and pitching carry versus roll drill that we used, because we want to know how far the total distance is, how far we need to carry it, how far we believe that the ball is going to carry when it comes off the club face, or how far it's going to roll when it hits the green. So really important to have some deliberate training when you're working on this part of your game, and do it as much as you can, and you really are going to learn to get those bunker shots a lot closer. So we're down the bunker now, so what I want to do is take you through how we teach our students to play the spin shot firstly. We want to get our right shoulder higher in our address position. Now by getting our right shoulder higher in our address position, that's going to get a steeper angle of attack on the golf ball. Now when we get a steeper angle of attack on the golf ball, we're then going to be able to hit a lot closer to the golf ball and promote and generate a lot of spin on the ball. Also a lot of speed, which certainly helps in playing bunker shots when you want to spin it. So we're getting the right shoulder a lot higher, which then creates a steeper angle of attack, as you can see in my action then. And then as I come down, this is the key. What I want you to feel is I want you to feel a half release. In other words, when you go through the golf ball, that would be a full release. I just want you to feel like a half release. In other words, as you go down through the golf ball, you're getting the feeling of holding the club face open as long as you possibly can. So right shoulder higher, half release, a lot of club head speed getting out close to the golf ball. Now when you want to play the release bunker shot, what you need to do is level your shoulders up a little bit more, so maybe even feel like your right shoulder's slightly lower, but certainly not too low. Now what this is going to do is obviously shallow out your angle of attack, so the club's going to get a little bit more behind you, and what happens is when the club comes down, it's going to hit a little further behind the golf ball, thus getting a lot more sand between the club face and the golf ball itself. And then as we go through, now we want a full release. And by fully releasing the club, again, you're going to take the spin off the ball's going to land on the green, it's going to release down to the hole. So if you practice these two different techniques, you're going to become a master in the sand. Okay, so this is the high angle shot, right shoulder's higher, it's going to create a steeper action, get more spin on the golf ball, carry the ball further, and the ball's going to spin. Okay, now I want to demonstrate the release bunker shot. So again, it's all in the setup. Get the shoulders a little bit more level. What that's going to do is get a little less steeper angle of attack. You're going to get more sand between the club face and the ball, and then the key here is keeping the arms and the body moving at an even pace and a nice full release of the club. So you're wanting the club to work a little bit more this way. And the ball's going to land at my desired landing zone, because I've already pictured that, and it's going to release down to the flag.